Hello and Assalamualaikum. Today we are going to discuss about dengue outbreak. Okay, first of all, let me introduce myself. My name is Amrul Kisti bin Muhammad and my friend.
Okay, my name is BBI2423-Dengue. You can call me Dai.
Hello, good morning. I am Nibek. You can call me Nibek also.
Okay, let's begin our discussion, guys. Okay, first of all, actually, what is dengue?
Dengue.
Yeah.
Okay, from my opinion, what I think is dengue is also known as breakbone fever. It's caused by dengue virus that is transmitted and spread through Aedes mosquito bite. Okay, usually when the people ask how dengue fever is spread,
Yeah.
okay,
Is it contagious or?
yes, through the mosquito bite. When the environment is dirty, so the mosquito usually spread at a dirty place, right?
Yeah.
And I got another info. Dengue fever also spread through blood products and also organ donation.
So far as I know, this disease has not. We don't have the cure until now. So this disease is quite dangerous to our nation and also the world. There are many symptoms if we had dengue, such as sudden high fever and severe headache, pain behind the eyes. So if you want to detect this disease, if you have these symptoms, so you can consider yourself that you are infected by dengue fever.
Yes, it's right.
As Nivek mentioned before, this dengue fever also called as
Breakbone fever.
breakbone fever. This is because actually I want to add your point about the symptom of dengue fever. One of the symptom is also severe muscle and joint pain. That's why this fever is also called as breakbone fever.
Yes, that's true.
Okay, actually, I've been suspected as a dengue patient before. First of all, it is true. The symptom is true. I feel like headache, fever, and when I go to the clinic, the doctor check the temperature of my body. So the temperature is very high because I had a fever, right? Then the doctor detect me having the dengue fever through the blood test. The result of the blood test, it shows that my platelet level in my blood is low. So actually, one of the way the doctor detect that we have a dengue fever is by checking our blood and see that our platelet level is low than the normal level.
Okay, these are the facts that how we can identify whether a person is in a dengue fever or not. So we can see from the amount of platelet in the blood, right? Okay, is there any specific treatment for this dengue fever?
Okay, as I said before, there's no vaccine for this disease.
Okay.
But the only method that we can use in order to control the disease, if we have been infected by it, is to use pain reliever.
Pain reliever.
Yes, that's the only way that we can control the disease for the patient not to be so painful when infected by this disease.
So it should mean that it just reduce the pain.
Yes, it
But
just reduce the pain, but
It is not fully cured.
it will not fully
cure the
cure.
fever.
The only method, if we want to prevent this disease, is by stay away by making the mosquito stay away from our healthy living,
From our society.
from our society.
Okay, I agree with your point. Okay, now let's discuss about the steps to avoid the dengue fever. Even though we already discussed the symptoms and we already know the dangers of the fever, right?
Yeah.
So in order to reduce the fever, we must take the steps.
What we can do.
From my point of view, I would like to more priority give to the individual. Why I should? Because when the individual, he itself or she itself must think whether to avoid the dengue, they must be aware and think about the possible ways to solve from become more serious. For example, if he or she got a fever, they must go and check to the clinic, right, nearby clinic. They cannot leave it and just eat medicine from the house. So, from when we are going to the clinic, we can take the advice from the doctor.
Yes.
So more priority is to the individual, and then what they can do in the house, maybe the individual, right? So the window or door screens, we all got here in some house, they will put the window or door screens. Why they are putting like that? Because they want to avoid the more mosquito enter their house. These are some points on how to reduce the dengue fever.
Okay, I totally agree with Nivek. But what can we do in order to teach the society to implement all of these steps? Okay, in my opinion, I think the school should teach the students there about all of these steps, because we need to teach the society from the childhood, so that they can implement when they are younger. So I mean, the school should teach students such as they should throw away any empty cans, empty pail, food containers. They should clean all of that, because this environment will make the mosquito more active. Especially this Aedes mosquito. So I think schools should start their teaching the method is school start to teach students.
I agree with your points. But Nivek, I want to get some point. The ways that we can do to overcome this problem. So one of the ways that I think is very useful, very effective to prevent this dengue fever from spreading is by spraying insect, what call insect sprayer, right?
Yes.
Now we have
insect
repellent like Risac, Shield outside, and we do that we have in our house every evening. Every evening, right?
Yes.
So because this dengue mosquito, it is actually from the species Mosquito aegypti. This is a species of mosquito that spread this disease. So it is very active during the evening. So why don't we just spend a little bit time in our evening spraying all over our house
with the insect
repellent, especially in the dark place like cupboard,
under the bed.
There is where the mosquito
break.
break through.
Okay, Kisti, I agree with what you are saying, but I just want to add something here. As you said, mosquitoes are most active during the daylight, right? Okay, so when we all know that mosquitoes are most active during the daylight, so what should we do? Usually when we are wearing clothes, mosquitoes, we must minimize the wearing of clothes. For example, some people they will wear short sleeve when they are going to outside, right? So our skin is more exposed to the environment. So we are not sure whether the mosquitoes are breathing through that. So to avoid this, we must minimize our clothes to expose
to the environment.
Yes.
So I agree with that, because if we expose our skin to the environment, the mosquito, especially this dengue mosquito, will easy to attack us and spread the disease. So I think that's a good way in order to reduce.
Okay, guys, I'm sorry. Actually, the name of the species of the mosquito is Aedes aegypti. Okay, I want to add some point about the mosquito. Actually, this dengue fever is transmitted. We all already know, right, by a mosquito, right? But it is actually transmitted by the female mosquito. Yeah, female mosquito. So, and the species is Aedes aegypti.
Oh, you mean that male mosquito doesn't bring this?
No.
Oh,
So the name comes because of the female mosquito.
HT.
Aegypti.
Yeah.
Oh,
I see.
alright, that's a good info for us to know.
Actually, alright. Continue.
What else we can do in the house is usually when people are tired from the work and they will take a nap right during the evening. Okay. So what they can do to avoid the mosquito biting during the daytime, they can using the mosquito net. Mosquito net is one of the protective way to avoid the breeding of mosquitoes during the daylight. So mosquitoes net is, so we must take the one of the safest way, right? When we want to avoid the breeding of the mosquitoes, so mosquitoes net will be one of the way, I guess.
So actually, I want to add something. There is an organization that take very seriously about this fever. It is called World Health Organization, also known as WHO. So this organization, it collects all the information from all the countries all over the world about this fever. So it is also doing some campaign to teach people to spread the words on how we can overcome this fever, from how we can prevent this fever from spreading. So because actually in our country, the dengue fever cases, is increasing
Because people
year by year.
Not aware
about this disease.
They didn't take this
Seriously.
seriously. So actually we cannot just wait for the WHO, right?
Yes.
Actually our government also should take responsibility. Actually all of us, every single people in this world should take responsibility
That's true.
to overcome this problem.
Okay, I agree with you, Kisti. For example, when you see that every individual must take responsibility, so when it comes to individual, it means from individual they are spending most of the time in their house, right? So as an individual, what they must do is they must check the environment of their house, maybe outside of their house, in the drains, maybe there contains like empty cans or unused tires. So once maybe once in a week, they must clean the environment of their house so that the mosquitoes won't be bred in their house. And then when Dai said about the school, we cannot hope that only government can organize the campaign. Even the school nowadays they are organizing campaign for school students. So every students must know the effect of this dengue, and each of them must
know how to overcome this fever.
Right.
So does anyone have anything to add?
Okay, as you said before, right, we have to like can you
Sure. Repeat my point.
repeat your point about the empty tires?
As an individual, right? Individual, they must clean the environment of their house, such as when they have empty tires outside their house, they must dispose it in a proper manner.
Okay, I just want to add that we have to dispose it because actually empty tires, empty can, it can store water. So dengue, the mosquito
will breed in that kind of places.
in water. They will lay their eggs in water. So we have to prevent We have to prevent. We cannot let any water.
Yes, any
water trap in the tires.
Yeah, water tires or any containers to prevent these mosquitoes from breeding.
Yes.
So not only that, we cannot hope our parents only to clean their house. We as the responsible, because parents nowadays are busy working. So as an individual also, we must take initiative to clean our house also.
So the most important things is these steps or this way to overcome. We must implement it by ourselves. So the most important organization is the individual itself in order to overcome this disease. So we, as both of you said, we cannot hope for the government, we cannot hope for our parents and also our schools.
Yeah.
So the most important organization is ourselves. Yes.
So can we come to the conclusion or anything you want to add, Samu?
I think that's all.
That's all. So we can come to the conclusion that each of everyone must put their initiative way to overcome this dengue fever, so that in our country we can reduce the fever and we can reduce the patient affecting dengue fever, right?
Yes, true.
Okay, I think that's all from us.
Thank you.
Thank you very much.